call called me, after that video. And that video, like, I guess, I mean, it's a great video. We do fight by inches, and I just didn't know what a good response that would get. But it's a very true video. But these things that hold us together, we focus on each other, we focus on each other's strength, we focus on each other's intelligence, what we can do. Those are the things that are going to get us through this. Definitely not me screaming in a car at this guy that he's satanic and he has no honor. I don't, because he is ex-army, so he'll edit this stuff. He'll get people who are ex-military who have no idea what's going on, and they'll, pretty much, be like, oh, well, he's picking a fight with the army or something like that. These people are very, very, very evil. But those things, they don't help us. So, and I know it's hard because as a human, if somebody can hear you and they're attacking you, you're going to, respond to them. That's just a human thing. But I realize that they get me a lot. I fail a lot, and they get me on a hook, and I start yelling, and these things, they can just be used against us. Then you've got cops who don't know what's going on, and they see the target individuals. It's like, oh, they're talking to themselves, or they're yelling at somebody who's not there. Let's go ahead and caravan them, so it just gets worse. Like, where we can't even defend ourselves. We can't, nobody will really help us except each other. And it makes me very angry. But I remember when I first started the videos, and I first started kind of with the really, really heavy stalking, the really, really heavy electronic harassment. And I made a joke out of everything. And it was just, it was a lot easier. But as they've tortured me through the years, well, not everyone loses their sense of humor, but I've started to lose my sense of humor. It's become pretty dark, and like, I make these videos, and I try and put on a good face, not a fake face, but a good face, a positive face. But it's become dark for me because it goes on and on. Everybody in your life is expecting you to do regular things. Like, my mom expects me to do good work at my job. I'm expected to even do more. And it's like we have to fight this constant battle. And I'm getting tired. It's so boring also. It's like the same thing every day. It makes me angry. It hurts me. It's torture. They do it in my sleep. But it's also boring because they always just do the same things. It's always the same thing. So I become numb to it. So we can't, I guess my main point, and I'm thinking through it, is that I give them so much control over over the reality of this program, of the reality of what's happening to me. And we need to renew, refresh, think outside of the box as many times as you need to pull yourself together and do that, because you need to not focus on what these people are doing. Because they're not going to stop tomorrow. They're not going to decide to be nice and empathetic. So we've got to focus on what we can do, the love that we can give each other. And that conference call calling me, and this is just like, I just want to tell y'all how much, like, I make videos and I see the comments, and I'm like, that's great. We're getting discourse. We're getting people to look at this. Other people are making videos. We're getting there. We're getting there. And I feel good. I'm glad I'm doing that, and I'm glad it helps other people, because they'll comment and they'll be like, your videos have helped me. So many people comment, so many people email, and they need more specific details on defenses, and I'm trying to get to that. I've just got so much stuff, but like, if you email me with your number, or just email me and ask me to give you a list of things, like, I'll work on that. But I just wanted to say, I mean, y'all don't realize how much strength that these videos have given me because of y'all. And that's so important. These good things that come out of this. On the other side of it, I've seen courage. I've seen people who never give into this, who never will ever accept this. and I need to focus on those things, because this thing, it makes us focus on people who will never stop hurting people, and that makes me angry. So to go to that other side, and you see, like if your parents don't believe you but they still help you, or you have friends who really really do care, or you have other target individuals on these conference calls who they're worried about you, they want to know about you, they're like, where's whoever tonight, whoever is not on the conference call, and they really care, and it's just it's overwhelming, and I'm glad that I made this video this morning, because I need to remind myself. And if you need a way to remind yourself that there's good on the other side, there are people who will never give up fighting for people. They'll never give up fighting for justice, for compassion, for people not to be hurt or tortured. There are people on that side, and I feel like this is a horrible thing, and it's a train off the tracks. All these different agencies don't really know, this agency doesn't know what this agency's doing. From a long time ago till now, people's rights have been being eroded. People kind of laugh at the Constitution now because they can do whatever they want. But it's like, these are very, very negative things. And if you focus on how bad these people are, it will get inside of you, and it will turn you into something you don't like. And it's not like a permanent thing. I'm not like, oh, these people, they've scarred me for life and I'll never get over it. But it's a thing that I have to work through. And I also have a psychiatrist who I talk to. He doesn't really believe me one way or the other. He helps me. These things that you focus on, I've met so many people along the way that have helped, even if they don't believe me. I've met people who know that it's true because they're other target individuals, and they have, bent over backwards, to help me do what I need to do. I want to help them. I want to help you guys. If you want to do something, or you have an important message, like, I want you to contact me and be like, make a video about this, or, I need help with this, because me and some other people, we're working on projects and things that could hopefully do some long-term good in this. I still think that, this will end. It's just, I would say the longest that this can last, and this is worst case scenario, is another 10 years. And I want to see it end in 1 or 2, because awareness is just not going to stop. They're not going to be able to hide this forever. There's, like, I found so many apps just on my phone of how to detect, even, on a radar, like a little app, where they're shooting the directed energy beams down. I can measure the electromagnetic frequencies in milligauss and microteslas. So it's like we've got all this evidence. We're collecting all this evidence. It's just a matter of time. But I don't know if any of y'all, and we have the right to be angry. We actually have the right to defend ourselves, which is tough, because they're using our laws so that if we defend ourselves, we look insane because people don't know about the technology. But, so that's why we have to think outside the box. That's why getting angry just doesn't really help. It helps you get it out sometimes, But I kind of want to go through that in my mind this morning, and I wanted to thank all of you for supporting me, for leaving comments, even comments where you're like, hey man, what I get a comment, just, you seem like you're too serious about this and stuff like that. This is serious stuff. It's like, there are mothers with children who are being cooked by microwaves by groups of men around them. It's serious. So, like, that's why I'm serious. And I want to still keep a sense of humor, but when you know those things and you've talked to those people, it's hard to not take this seriously. But, like, even comments that are, critical, or even comments like, there was a guy who's like, this is y'all, this is all just in y'all's head or whatever. I mean, that's fine. That's what I want. I want complete discourse. I want people talking about it. I don't want to spend so much time on these people that, are trying to stir things up, who are trying to play devil's advocate. Like, I'd rather not spend too much time on them. I'd rather, if you get somebody on your site like that, if you have a channel, and you get somebody who's trying to stir it up and just is a skeptic about every little thing and wants you to prove a negative, just be like, hey, email me and let's talk about this. I'd say that's the best. That's the best way, because if it's just so back and forth, and then eventually they say something, they're getting you to prove a negative. So if you don't answer them, they're like, look, see no response or whatever. I think the best way is just to be like, email me and I'll give you some research and stuff you can go through, and just kind of wipe them off the channel. Like, don't I'm not gonna like erase anybody, but some people who are just trying to play devil's advocate and they don't really care, or they're perps, it's best not to spend too much time on them, because these people are like tar babies. You get mixed up in them. They want you to get mixed up in them because that's what they use. They use your negativity. They use you getting mad about stuff, and they pull you in, and they pull you in, and they do it. They just second by second, the whole day. They'll do it for, years and years. They pull you in, and before you know it, you're pulled in so far, and you don't even know what's happened. You don't know what you become. And I don't fear that with myself. I pull back and I realize it. So I just wanted to make this video kind of talking about that. I'm pulling through. It's just not as good as at my house, having those tabletop defenders right next to these weapons, because they're hitting me with just remote stuff that is harder to block. I am buffering it, but you sleep all night long. These people shoot stuff at you all night long, and like crazy non-humans. I don't even understand it, but so it's even if you can block it, if they just keep something on you the whole time, it will hurt your body, because our bodies are pretty, they're pretty fragile. We're tough, but our bodies aren't meant to take electromagnetic radiation 24 hours a day while we're trying to live regular lives. I mean, these people know that. They when you're doing something important, they will make sure to turn it up, or they'll make sure to keep your focus on that so they can get a reaction, and they can entrap you or throw you in jail or throw you in a mental institution. It's really dark stuff, and that's why I sometimes get serious. So I wanted to kind of maybe explain that. And that was just one comment, but like I welcome all the comments, even critical ones, because sometimes I need to see to myself. But I hope all you guys are doing good. This was just kind of a morning kind of meditation video. I do want to go ahead. I'm going to say a quick prayer. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for everything that you've given us. Thank you for life and the chance to change things, to make a difference. We can make a difference in this. We can make a positive difference. We can help people. Thank you for that. Please just lend us your strength when we feel like we're angry, or where our human side is taking over a little bit too much, and we're getting a little bit too angry about this, and we can't move forward. Help us to move forward in love and those things that really help us. Thank you for our families. Thank you for everybody, target individuals helping out. Thank you for non-target individuals helping us. Just thank you for this life. Please help all target individuals to find resources that they can use to get out of pain, and please end this program. If it's in your will, please help us to end this program. Get to good agents and good military men. Help them to help us, and so our country won't be destroyed, so our world won't be hurting so bad. Thank you for everything you've given me in life, God. Thank you for all other target individuals, for people that help us. Please bless them in their battles. In the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. All right, guys, I'm gonna go into work. I'm gonna work today and do some good stuff, and I will see you guys on the next one. All right, love y'all.